We are back, and just unbelievable that we made it, right?
You
And
made
you
it.
know what? I thought really, to be quite frank with you, I thought this was a television.
Uh-huh.
So you can see the way I'm dressed,
Yeah.
I really thought it was,
Yeah.
because I said, you know what, let me just come through,
Mhm.
because I noticed, last time I was here,
Mhm.
you guys, radio presenters and
Mhm.
the producers and DJs,
Mhm.
you have this thing that you attract women out there.
Mhm.
So since I said I don't have the opportunity, you've the same thing. The
Mm.
worst part is you can't. Obviously, like, just imagine the lady listens to you all the time, because
Yes.
I heard a couple of friends that I had, lady
Yeah.
friends, they say, that radio DJ,
Uh.
I just wish I can get a number. And
Mm.
if you can spend time, giving numbers every day,
Yeah.
that could be nice. The worst
Yeah.
part would be if that person, you have to meet now that lady.
Mm.
Only to find that things are not what it
Mm.
seems, when they're listening to you. So it's
Mhm.
very nice. So for me, I just had to dress like this.
Mhm.
It's like English people.
Yeah.
They dress
Yeah.
suits and a jacket.
Uh-huh.
Whether you're going to the toilet,
Mm.
you put a suit on.
Oh.
whether whether you just a hooligan, you
Uh.
put a suit on. But that happens even in South Africa, whereby
Mm.
if you see this in people that does pickpocketing in Johannesburg,
Mm.
a city that is so amazing, and
Mm.
it's becoming our spaza city.
The
It's
city
wonderful.
the city that never sleeps.
The city that never sleeps, and
Mm.
many foreigners from other countries have made the city spaza, which is a wonderful, fantastic job that they have done. It's not
Mhm.
what it was. So
Mhm.
I think that is much appreciated.
Mhm.
And looking at the freedom the Freedom Day,
Mhm.
you had a great time, I suppose.
I had a great time.
You had a great time.
Yeah,
What did you do?
no, I just went to watch soccer at Monsieur Stadium.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
went to watch soccer as well. I think at other place there where Kaiser Chiefs was playing, and there were actually fans with yellow teeth.
Yeah.
They didn't wear they didn't need to wear a uniform
Uh-huh.
or a kit or supporting clothing and all that. They just open up their mouth and they just showing the teeth, yellow teeth and all that. That was already the Kaiser Chiefs in uniform.
Mm.
And as well as you can see that it was a freedom, and people don't understand. I was speaking to this other lady, the little girl, she's white. I said, now you are free.
Mm.
Now you are free. And then the
Mm.
person says, no, 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 I'm not free. I'm four.
Mm.
you know, just to confuse me. But can we understand that the freedom, the
Mm.
freedom that we are busy talking about,
Mm.
especially
Mhm.
looking at the national anthem that has been combined with the thing that it's a non-racial,
Mm.
1994. That's when
Mhm.
it happened,
Mhm.
and looking at all that, and
Mm.
we need to ask questions. We need to educate our people. What are we celebrating for?
Mm.
Because it's not just the freedom that we have, and people have no idea what is freedom is all about.
Mhm.
And look at the national anthem. I mean, South African national anthem is one of the best rainbow, national anthem. 5 languages inside it.
Mhm.
You can imagine that you have. I'm sure you have. Is it Zulu, whatever? When they're singing, Nkosi Sikelela, it's very beautiful.
Mm.
I think it's one of the best national anthem ever.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this because I'm here. No, no, no. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I've heard other national anthems from other countries. I'll give you this example: the national anthem from Malawi. I'm not dissing it. It's I mean, I was born in that country.
You were there.
I was.
You are from there. You are from there.
I hail from there.
Mhm.
Now imagine if this was a national anthem. Listen, pay attention to this now. Mulungu Dalisani Malawi. I'm sure the first thing that comes to your mind is there's a death in the family. We are mourning.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are mourning here.
Mhm.
So looking at this national anthem, that's what I'm saying. South Africa has one of the best national anthem, and I mean combining it. That's the part that is really confusing. That okay, here we are. It's a non-racial, country, and as you can see that even South Africa has been hit by so many what you call Cyclone Dineo, Jang State. Now we have a coup. That took place here recently. The guy that wanted to take over the country. Just imagine that. How old is he? 23, I think, 33, somewhere there.
What?
the guy that wanted to take over the country, coup. He wanted to do coup.
Oh.
The guy who was who's arrested now is in court.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted to kill. He had a list of people, ministers that he was supposed to assassinate. Yeah, he was one of those guys. They said he had meetings. He had meetings and he had his iPad. And he was in the boardroom. He was deciding that he needs to do what you call tenders, entrepreneurship. He was fundraising. Fundraising the money. From people, Anglo-American gold, whatever, so on and so forth, in order to eliminate this Gupta and Zuma and all that. So you can see how the country is developing. South Africa is developing. Even people are waking up in the morning just deciding, I'm going to take over the country. And the iPads are working, the projectors are working. So that's another amazing thing that is happening in South Africa right now. And going down to, just imagine, I was, last time also somebody did a coup to me. I remember I had a girl that was taken over by another lesbian.
Yeah.
So you can imagine that. So coup does happen everywhere. Junk state happens everywhere. There's a guy who felt that the junk state in the country and decided, no, I'm going to take over the country. I'm going to get rid of the ministers. Junk state is a junk state. There's absolutely nothing you can do. You wanted to capture the state, and there you go. But now it's arrested. So the plan didn't really go well. There you go. So yeah, coup is happening. I faced the coup in the past. And in this non-racial thing, whereby a lesbian had to take over my girlfriend, and it happened. And I never want that. I support lesbians; they're very good people, and as well I don't know how it works, but I understand the internet is helpful these days. You can always download phone Siemens. You can download in the morning after pills. So I wish them good luck. There's absolutely nothing I can do. Yeah, so those are the things that are taking place right now in South Africa. The great thing we had also recently, we had the march, the protest that took place in Colleen. People were protesting for the for racism that took place there. White people had killed, I suppose they killed a little child. So these racial things is happening everywhere across the world. But how we change it, we don't know. There's absolutely nothing we can change about this. Yeah. So yeah, that's just about it. I've forgotten to tell you that recently when I had a girlfriend, and that took me to Mabat Palms, to go drink. We were there, we're chilling. Then she buys me a cold drink, and the cold drink was called Sex on the Beach. So anyway, I didn't know that. I didn't know that there's a cold drink called Sex on the Beach. Then as I sat there, and then she calls out, give this man, Sex on the Beach. I immediately went to buy condoms. I need to go buy condoms. We need to educate ourselves on the names of the drinks. I see the other one is the sex with alligator. The other one is called Spread Your Legs. Just imagine. And the other one is called Afghanistan Hole. Imagine you calling out for a cold drink. Then you say, may I please have an Afghanistan Hole? I mean, that would be really wonderful. But these are the names, nasty, dirty names of a cold drink, alcohol, and cocktail that you have in the world. But otherwise, we need to educate ourselves. I don't want anybody else to be making mistakes. And such as in that sex on the beach, and sex with alligator, sex on my face, bent over cherry. That's the name of a drink. Short trip to hell. That's another cocktail drink. So we need to familiarize ourselves. This is not just anything else that I'm just saying here, but it is something that we need to educate ourselves on. On the names of the cocktail that we have around in the world, and don't make the same mistakes that I have made. Yeah.
Mr. Bonny, thank you so much for stopping by, for coming by and throwing us away.
No, you can
for blowing us away, rather. Yeah.
No, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. At least today it wasn't much, to. But I say, happy Freedom Day to all those people.
It's still a long way.
It's still a long way. And be careful with your tender premiers, because you have seen your man now is in jail. he was trying to do his tenderpreneur, you know, trying to raise money through, you know, fundraising and all that. So we need to be careful with that as well, with the tenderpreneurship that we have of the people who wants to assassinate, you know, the ministers of the country. Yeah, who do we want to give the country to anyway?
And Mr. Bonny, thank you so much for coming by.
All right.
Hopefully next time we're gonna have you in our studio once again.
All right, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much to the listeners as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Sir. Di second ni guys go apela pa ura nya botlhano re tsang ke dineo mpuru o tla na o di khansa ura ya botlhano.
Lape mo go tsa kago ke re lona tse di nang le boleng go akgantlo ya gago ya ditoro